Good afternoon. Welcome all dignitaries, freemen, friends, and family. And I know there's a student out there because I saw him earlier. So thank you for coming. I won't tell your principal. Thank you so much for participating in today's inaugural council meeting. In particular, I would like to thank Johnny Williams, Skowlet's First Nation councillor and Aboriginal cultural worker with Mission Public Schools for the welcome song, Barry Johnson, who kindly served as our piper, both Kulwant Singh, head priest of the Gursikh Society, and Andy Kwok, the chaplain for Mission Fire Rescue Service, for their prayers, Howie Price and Colin White of the Mission Fire and Rescue Service Honor Guard, and Sergeant Rob Wheeler and Constable Eric Knoll of the Mission RCMP Detachment, and Jack Etier for the singing of O Canada in 2 languages. And yes, we're going to have to brush up on that French version. On behalf of the entire community, thank you to everyone who put their names forward as candidates in the municipal election. It takes great courage to do so. Congratulations to those who were successful at winning a seat on the school board, and there's a few of you here today, thank you, and on council. I look forward to working with everyone. At this time, I'd like to say a special thank you to members of the outgoing council. Randy Hawes, who served as mayor, thank you for your leadership. You have served Mission in various capacities for many, many years. We are grateful for your dedication to the community. Thank you so much. Jim Hines, who served on council, thank you for your service to our community. We will miss your passion for Mission's history at the council table. Rhett Nicholson, who served on council and did not seek re-election, thank you for always bringing a youthful perspective to the council table. We wish you every success with the family business. And finally, Jenny Stevens, who served 19 years on council. Thank you for your outstanding commitment to this community. We will miss that impeccable memory of yours, as well as your long-term vision for Mission's future. Enjoy your retirement on the island with your family. The past 4 years were very productive. The outgoing council has much to be proud of. Over the past term, council oversaw the addition of an artificial turf field, a new skate park, major improvements to the downtown core, an investment in new infrastructure in our parks, the renewal of our official community plan, a parks, recreation, and cultural master plan, and hired 6 new RCMP officers and several firemen as we moved to a 24/7 staffing at Fire Hall Number 1. There are numerous other initiatives underway. We're still working on a new homeless shelter and a seniors housing complex that will include a senior center. I look forward to advancing these with the new council and our partners in the community. Stay tuned. We have met informally as a new council, but as yet have not had a chance to formalize our strategic objectives, which of course are crucial moving forward. We have agreed, however, that the focus of the next 4 years will include the following: that we need to continue to improve how we connect with our community. We will start with new meeting times in 2019 so that more people can join us at the council chambers, and will continue to enhance communications and engagement to be more inclusive. That we are open for business and recognize we need to improve our processes in many areas, and in order to achieve this, we will be looking for feedback from our clients. That people matter. We know that growth is inevitable. However, we will need to ensure that our sense of community is intact and that growth benefits the community and builds, not detracts, from our neighborhoods. Through growth, we must be especially mindful of our more vulnerable citizens and our youth. That a vision for the future is essential. In order to achieve this, we will form a Vision 150 team that will determine what we will need to set as goals for moving Mission into the future. And finally, that all relationships matter, and we look forward to working respectfully with all of our partner groups. Mission is a caring, inclusive community. We have been leaders historically in being the first to elect an Indo-Canadian mayor in 1954. Mission's first female alderman was elected in 1957 for the newly incorporated town of Mission City, and in 1960 she was elected as mayor. And Mission was the first community in BC to elect a mayor from Kenya in 2005. We do have important work ahead in delivering on the Truth and Reconciliation Commission calls to action and the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, and we are committed to that work. It is fitting then that the Hankemenem name provided for the Stave West Forest and Recreation Area by elders and council for the Kwantlen First Nations means everyone shares here. The 2018 election produced another first for Mission. The Indo-Canadian community is now represented by 2 councillors. Welcome. Welcome Councillor Jag Gill and Councillor Ken Harar, whose leadership will ensure a strong voice at the table for their community. You've also elected Councillor Cal Crawford, a longtime community volunteer. We look forward to his guidance, and you can applaud here too if you want. Newcomer Mark Davies will bring a freshness to the table and a voice from the family perspective. So welcome, Mark. And your new council also includes Councillor Danny Plekas and Councillor Carol Hamilton, who are seasoned elected representatives. Who bring continuity to the table to ensure that the good work underway will be seen to completion. Thank you. I am the 3rd female and the first of Greek descent mayor to be elected. I am very proud to represent the women in the community and want to serve. As a role model for women in the future who are seeking leadership positions in every sector. Along with Councillor Hamilton, we will introduce the Minerva Foundation to our community to provide programs that support balanced leadership. It has taken extraordinary courage to get where I am today, and I need to recognize the strength of all the women in my life, many of you are in the room, who have been role models, including my mother, my sisters, who are all here today from the island, and my daughter Antigone, and Heather Stewart, and all the former female councillors who came before me. We are all passionate about the success of our community. I want to be visible in the community. I want to talk to you. And I want to walk with you. I had so much fun throughout the campaign walking Mission that I would like to begin a program called Take a Walk with the Mayor. And we'll be walking in different neighborhoods which will complement the existing walking programs offered through Parks, Recreation, and Culture. So stay tuned to that one too, because we're going to be going walking, getting fit at the same time. It's now my pleasure to share with you the committee appointments. This is not likely the complete list, as others will be added once we get started. So Council has been provided with a list of these appointments prior to the meeting. The list will be made available to the public at the back of the room following the close of today's ceremony. Please feel free to take a copy so you know who to call when you have a problem. First, I will read out the following appointments to boards and external committees for Council's consideration. The Joint Shared Services Committee, and that's of course with Abbotsford, Mayor Alexis, Councillor Plecas, Councillor Crawford, Councillor Davies as the alternate, Councillor Hamilton as the second alternate. The Downtown Mission Business Association, Councillor Hamilton and Councillor Gill as the alternate. Fraser Valley Regional District Board of Directors and the Fraser Valley Regional District Hospital Board of Directors, Mayor Alexis, Councillor Hamilton, Councillor Plecas as the alternate, Councillor Crawford as the alternate. Fraser Valley Regional District Regional and Corporate Services Committee, Mayor Alexis with Councillor Hamilton as the alternate. Fraser Valley Aboriginal Relations Committee, Councillor Hamilton, Mayor Alexis as the alternate, Councillor Plecas as the second alternate, and the Chief Administrative Officer. The Fraser Valley Regional Library Board, Councillor Plecas and Councillor Harar as the alternate. Municipal Insurance Association of British Columbia, Councillor Davies and Councillor Gill as the alternate. Mission Association for Seniors Housing, Councillor Plecas and Councillor Gill as the alternate. Mission Community Services Society Board, Councillor Crawford and Councillor Harar as the alternate. Mission District Historical Society, Councillor Davies and Councillor Crawford as the alternate. Mission Community Foundation, Councillor Hamilton. Mission International Cultural Association, Councillor Crawford. Mission Regional Chamber of Commerce, Mayor Alexis and Councillor Crawford as the alternate. Mission Seniors Centre Association, Councillor Crawford. At this time, I would like to ask Council to put forward a motion to approve the appointment of representatives to the aforementioned boards and external committees. Does anyone move this motion? Councillor Hamilton and Councillor seconded by Councillor Crawford. I know I got that name right. All in favor? Any opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. Thank you. We're almost there. At this time, I will now read out the council appointments to select committees and commissions. To the Economic Development Select Committee, Mayor Alexis. Emergency Planning Committee, Councillor Plecas, Councillor Gill, and Councillor Davies as the alternate. Mission Community Wellness Committee, Councillor Davies. Mission Sustainable Housing Committee, Councillor Hamilton. Mission Traffic and Transit Committee, Councillor Plecas as the chair, Councillor Harar as the vice chair. Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee, Councillor Harar. Stave West Forest and Recreation Area Leadership Team, Mayor Alexis. Cultural Resources Commission, Councillor Gill and Mayor Alexis. Mission Community Heritage Commission, Councillor Crawford and Councillor Hamilton as the alternate. At this time, I would like to ask Council to put forward a motion to approve the appointment to the select committees and commissions. Could I have a motion? Councillor Plecas, seconded by Councillor Harar. And all in favor? Anyone opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. Thank you. And as the last part, I will read out the following acting mayor appointments for Council's consideration. Councillor Davies, acting mayor in November of 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021, and May of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Councillor Crawford, in December of 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021, and June of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Councillor Gill, in January of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, and July of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Councillor Plecas, in February of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, and August of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Councillor Harar, in March of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, and September of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Councillor Hamilton, in April of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, and October of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. At this time, I would like to ask Council to put forward a motion to approve the acting mayor appointments for 2018 to 2022. Motion by Councillor Davies, seconded by Councillor Gill. Okay, that's great. All in favor? Anyone opposed? Seeing none, there are no objections. The motion is carried. Thank you. I would like now to call for a motion authorizing the mayor and the corporate officer to be able to execute all documents and agreements on behalf of the District of Mission. Could I have a motion? Councillor Crawford. Who was the first one? Councillor Hamilton, thank you. All in favor? Anyone opposed? Seeing there's no one opposed, the motion is carried. Thank you. Shall I return to the seat? Are you okay I'm okay to finish? Okay, thank you. It's a little green. This brings us to the end of today's business. In closing, on behalf of myself and the other members of council, I would like to thank everyone for coming today. Please join us for coffee and tea following the ceremony. Copies of today's inaugural speech, as well as a list of the various appointments, have been placed at the back of the room for anyone who wishes to have a copy. At this time, I would like to ask council for a motion to adjourn. But do we want the honor guard first? Okay, honor guard back on, and then we'll do the adjournment. Pardon me, at last minute instruction. Honor guard.
Holder, march. Quick, march. Guard. Halt. Left, turn.
Thank you. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everybody.